Here we go. Yes, guys, welcome back to Chasing Green Arrows. You may be thinking, is this the wrong channel? Why is it just Gianni? Do not worry. Dean will be here in a matter of minutes. And guys, it's his birthday today. So let's send those messages in the chat when he comes on. Is it all right to ask him his age? I think we can. I think it's fine. So maybe we'll play a game when he comes. We'll play Guess Dean's age. Now, look, guys, Dean would love it if you all say younger than he is. I genuinely don't know his age. I'm going to guess he's a year older than me. I'm going to say he's 39-ish. So anyway, all your guesses, can you be early 30s, mid 30s, like 35, 34? He'll love it. Anyway, guys, how you doing? How you doing? We've got loads to get through today. We're going to show my team. We're going to show Dean's team. Dean might be on a free hit, so we're going to show his free hit team as well. He does need to use it. Like, I don't hate it. We'll compare his actual team to his free hit team. And then we will also go through, we'll go through the bookies odds and we'll go through some predictions. But I think first, let's kick off just with the press conference roundup. So we'll get to that straight away. But hello to everyone in the chat. Hello to CH, British87, Heather, Vissa, Michael's in, so many of our regular chasers. So happy birthday. I'm reading the chat. I'm like, Anchorman. So hello to all of you. Chelsea just leaked 3 to Leeds. Wouldn't be surprised if so many finally scores. Yeah, maybe. So look, key injury updates from Friday pressers. Arteta says, let's see on Rice and Saliba. I think Mosquera's out. More complicated. Bradley could be back for Liverpool. Pep, I don't think he's going to rest O'Reilly. The way Pep answered the question on resting O'Reilly, he was like, he's not like Bernardo Silva. He's not an old man. Pretty sure O'Reilly's good for minutes. Caicedo's still banned. Tonali could feature. Senesi's back. Amram's hopeful on De Ligt. Thiago's in a good place. I quite like that from Brentford. I quite like that. That's pretty much the biggie. There's no big news from today in terms of press conferences. Dean, happy birthday. How are you, mate?
Oh, I'm okay, mate. A bit of technical problems on my birthday here. I should have got a laptop for my birthday. That's what I should have got. Yeah, let's clamber together. Buy Dean a laptop.
Is your microphone plugged in? It might just be me, but your audio, we can hear you, so it's fine, but it's quite distant.
Let me check it.
Let us know how Dean sounds to you lot. Maybe it could be me. But just knowing you've been playing around with your laptop, I wondered if it had come undone.
It has come undone. Is that better?
So much better. Mate, happy birthday, mate. Can we ask the chasers, if you don't mind revealing the honest answer in 60 seconds time, can we ask the chasers how old you are? Can we have some guesses?
Go for it.
I don't know how old you are. I think you're either my age or a year older than me. I don't know why I know why I think that, because when
I'm definitely older than you. I know that. I don't actually know how old you are, but I know I'm older.
Well, when we talk about football from like back in the day, I always feel like we're on a similar page in terms of like sticker albums or some of the sort of Barclays players. Like 95 was my first sticker album.
Oh. I think I had the first one.
4?
Well, I think they only came out in 92, didn't they?
Don't know. I had Cantona on the front, black.
I'm guessing 92, 93 was the first one. And I was there for that. You're all
there's a lot of mid-30s here, Dean. A lot of mid-30s.
No, I mean, must be that suntan, mate. Must be the California sun. Although I guess the sun probably ages you, doesn't it? Like, doesn't it
long
give you
term,
like,
it does. Short term,
long term.
All right.
In 10 years, I'll be looking at 83. You're all wrong. I'm older than all of you think. So,
mate, I was doing I did a TikTok earlier for Fantasy Football Scout. I do it every other Friday, and I logged in. I did the TikTok, and during it, I was like, I look so much younger, and I realised they've got this inbuilt filter on all of their videos. So my face, I was like, my skin looks amazing. I was like, I need to know what this filter is. But anyway, back to your age.
Text. I mean, you've got a bit far there.
Mate, there's a lot of mid-30s though.
Not by too much. Yeah, I mean, it's all pretty good. I'm 43, so that's not. I'll take it. That most people think that I'm in my 30s still.
Mate,
what's funny is when you look back at what people used to look like at 43. It's crazy. Sometimes you'll be watching, like, I don't know, say Only Fools and Horses, for example, right? some of the episodes, like Del Boy is probably my age.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
You know what I mean? Like when you
Yeah.
look back in time and you see like what a 40-odd-year-old man used to look like, the way that they had their hair and the way that they dressed, and well, they probably didn't moisturize every day.
I remember my dad at 43, and he was, an old man. So yeah, I genuinely thought the reason I wanted to ask was I wondered if it was a big birthday. I wondered if it was your 40th,
Oh, that's very kind
my
of you.
guess was 39. So
Oh,
yeah.
very kind. No, I'm old. I'm old.
You're looking good, mate. You're looking very good.
Thanks.
Should we talk FPL? How close are you to be hitting?
I don't know. We're going to get up my team. I'm going to get up 2 versions of my team, everyone. And tell me if you think I should free hit or not. I've got my normal team, which is fine. But I did have a good game week last week. And as a result of that, I'm like,
did you captain Haaland?
No, I didn't do that. We were doing a watch along.
Yeah, but you still had a good game week.
I got 71 points. Yeah.
Jesus.
I'm up to 280,000 now. So yeah, I had a good game week.
You had Van Heck. Of course you did.
Yeah, so I had big points from Gahey, Van Heck, and then Voltemada did okay. He only got me 4 points less than Haaland, to be honest. So I did fine.
Captain, yeah?
Voltemada was my captain, yeah. So as a result, I've recovered a bit from the week before. We'll have a look at my current team, and then I put together a quick free hit this morning as to like a ballpark thing that I would be heading towards. It won't be the actual version.
Well, I feel like we should not only look at your current team, but before we see your free hit team, we should see the fixtures, and we should go through like with the chat, what are the games we might chase, or what are the players we like, and then we'll see what you've come up with. But before we do that, your team, I mean, you've got the key cogs. The key cogs this week are, or the big fixtures to chase, I guess, are Man City, where you got Haaland, but you could go triple City attack or double City attack.
Yeah.
Well, let's go to the fixtures. Where else? Where are the big ones?
So I hate that I've got 3 players involved in Aston Villa v Arsenal.
That's horrible, because that could be a 1-0 either way. That's a tough game for Arsenal, isn't it?
And I don't really know who to drop out. I mean, Reinders Sunderland at home isn't too bad. We've lost it for a second there. Yeah, so I could have Reinders coming in, obviously scored against Fulham, but I don't really want him in the team. But yeah, so the Arsenal Villa one, while I still think Arsenal will win the game, it's going to be close. Villa obviously got some momentum now. So it's really one to avoid. So when I quickly looked at what I would be changing, I was like, without seeing these sorts of stats, I was like, right, Newcastle, City, Brighton, potentials for defenders. And then I'll be looking for Man United. I don't have any Man United assets. So I'm thinking, right, got to target Wolves. Useless. I'd still be tempted to get on Brighton because I don't trust that West Ham can play as well as they played yesterday. And obviously, even though Sunderland are a good team, you'd think that getting another City attacker in might be a good idea. So, yeah, I think my team would be fine, but it's probably got a 50-point limit, if that, to be honest, probably maybe even a 40-point limit.
Who do you guys in the chat like on free hit? But when I look at free hit, I always just go, who the attackers I want? And there's 7 attacking spots in your free hit team. Every free hit is a 3-5-2 or a 3-4-3, pretty much. So straight away, I'm going, I want at least double Newcastle attack. That's 2. And I'd have a Newcastle defender, but we'll forget defense a minute. I want at least double City attack. That's 4. I'll have a Brighton attacker. That's 5. I'll have a Man United attacker. Just the one. That's 6. And then I'd probably have a Liverpool attacker. Maybe not. That's 7. So straight away, I'm like, okay, well, Dean, yes, he's got Voltemada and Haaland, but he doesn't have other Newcastle or Man City attackers. He's not got a Brighton attacker, and he's not got a Man United attacker. So already, it's wholesale changes to get to the optimal team. And then obviously at the back, I mean, I'd still chase those same teams. I'd have a Newcastle defender, a City defender, O'Reilly, and probably a Brighton defender. And I think my free hit, just like it was 2 weeks ago when I used it, it would be 11 players from 4 teams.
Yeah, and I know people sometimes criticize that because they say it's risky to go all in on fixtures, but I do kind of agree that that's the point. I think it was Big Man who did it and got some big points. I'm sure I saw that Big Man tweeted his team. Don't know if it was this week or the week before.
His free hit was massive. He went with he went Bruno, which was the only player who didn't have the optimal fixture. But it was the identical team. And I love Big Man, and he wouldn't mind me bantering him on this. It was the identical team that FPL Review came up with on a free hit, which I thought was quite funny. 11 out of 11.
I know it did him good because it
did him a world of good.
It pushed him right back up the ranks. I'll actually probably have to see him because I'm in this community league, aren't I?
Yes, I would go to FPL Review, mate, and see what they come up with as a free hit team.
Yeah. See, Big Man's overtaken me now, and he was behind me, and now he's 40 points ahead of me.
Wow. Yeah, so he had a huge one. And to be fair with Big Man, he's got Van Heck, but he's got Foden, and he's had Bruno. He's having a great season. Fair play to him. Where did Big Man leave CJ? It was just we decided to get rid of our midweek streams just as a capacity thing, but we're still friends with him. He'll still come on and do the occasional show.
Oh yeah. It's just a restructuring of
But we don't do midweek anymore, do we?
We don't do midweeks. I mean, we've been a bit all over the place. If we'd have had thousands of people watching, then maybe could have carried on. But you lot didn't get your friends involved.
Subscribe button a bit more often.
But we're happy you're all still here, and we're happy to still be here. Good luck to Big Man. I hope he smashes it.
Yeah, he's going to. I think he's going to have a easy top 10k finish this year, because if you're 50k now, you're laughing. Yeah. Well, so yeah, okay. Big fixtures this week. Should we play a game in the chat? What's the fixture you think the bookies have got wrong? I like playing this game. Like, where is the game where you're like, oh, that's not right? I'm going to say the one that I'm going to tomorrow. Tottenham versus Brentford. I don't know if Spurs can be favourites.
Why are you going to that?
I've just been offered a ticket by one of our regulars, actually. I don't know if Sav is watching tonight, but he's he's a season ticket holder and he's got a spare, and I'm in London anyway.
Oh, nice.
But I think Brentford will beat Spurs. Like, Spurs at home have been dreadful.
Honestly, I think Brentford have a very good chance of beating Spurs, and obviously that is going to devastate Thomas Frank. There's a lot of pressure on him coming into this game. That you'll see. I'll be really interested to hear about your experience there, because I think it's going to be venomous. Like, Spurs fans
they're done.
They're over their team. Like, they're there every week, but I wouldn't say they're supporting them particularly, because they just get on their backs every single week, and it's just a circle of doom basically. So I think Brentford have got a great chance. And actually, my free hit, I think I've got one from each team actually. So we'll see that in a minute. We'll put that up, but. Yeah, I'd say that Brentford is probably the upset of the week, if you can call it that. Although I do quite fancy Leeds-Liverpool to end up as a draw.
I actually fancy Wolves-Man United to be tighter as well. And they're both similar, like the away team with the bigger odds, but similar numbers.
No, man. Like, Wolves without João Gomez. So it gives United a better chance of winning the midfield battle. Wolves are rubbish. They are truly rubbish. I think they've got their one good player is potentially Strand Larsen, but they can't get the ball to him.
They just can't get him chances, can they?
They got two bad goalkeepers. Their defence is an absolute disaster.
Fancy a draw, or maybe United nick it, but I think it's a tight one.
Yeah, I don't know what version of Man United will get, so I can't believe that they don't beat Wolves. But
we all thought they beat West Ham, didn't we?
Mate, I'll be honest.
I'm captain.
I'm tempted to get on the narrative of Cunha if I do free hit.
Oh, interesting. The narrative is there for Cunha. I must admit, I went into last night's game thinking I could buy Cunha this week. And I was planning on selling Semenyo and going and looking at maybe Cunha. The way he played, I just couldn't. But I do like the narrative of him going back to Wolves.
Well, I haven't put him in this free hit that will show, but I was like, I should probably go for the narrative on that one, because he'll be desperate. He'll be absolutely desperate to score. In fact, we can put my free hit team up if you
Yeah,
want. We might as well just give us something to move the show on towards and to talk about.
Hoping you've got big Newcastle and big on City. They're the two fixtures I'm really excited about on free hit. Oh, you've not yet.
Well, I've got 3 Newcastle, but 2 of them are goalkeepers. As I say, I did this half an hour ago just on a whim, thinking, right, if I do decide to free hit suddenly, where am I heading? So I was kind of just looking at in my head fixtures, and I was like, right, well, Kudus is a bit of a rogue one, but if they're going to do something, I kind of fancy that he comes good in this one.
I mean, you've got the 6 of your attack. Forget Dewsbury Hall because he's on the bench, but the 6 other attackers, I would have Bruno, Gakpo, Foden, Haaland, Woltemade, and Welbeck. I think you've got that bang on. I just swapped Kudus for Anthony Gordon.
Yeah, maybe exactly. Yeah. Kudus was kind of.
There is a chance Woltemade is dropped, but you've got to go with Woltemade with this fixture. Say dropped, rested.
Yeah,
he could play Gordon number 9. Gordon starts regardless. He either starts instead of Barnes or starts instead of Woltemade. So I'd chuck Gordon in, but
yeah, exactly.
I like your attack. I'd have all of the other names there. Gakpo, Foden, Bruno, Haaland, Welbeck's perfect.
Yeah, defense, I don't know. British says Dean had Van Heck. Wow, yeah, I did have Van Heck. It saved me. Yeah, so I thought, well, I quite fancy a Newcastle defensive asset. So for the sake of this, I just stuck in both their goalkeepers, whatever. And then I still want Van Heck. So he would survive the cull.
It'd be Guardiola, Van Heck, Calafiori back 3, wouldn't it?
I think, yeah. So that's kind of what I had in mind. I still think that's all right. My only real problem with it is I think Sunderland will probably score.
Do you reckon?
I do, yeah.
City are due a clean.
Mate, City are conceding so many goals.
The problem is they don't concede many chances, but the chances they concede are often quite big chances. Like when you look at their XG plots, it's like, they've conceded only 3 shots today they've conceded, but 2 of them were big chances and 2 of them were goals. It's really frustrating. I think O'Reilly or Guardiola are still a great shout. Sunderland don't do much in attack away from home.
Yeah, obviously conceded 4 to Fulham, but even before that, they were conceding 2 goals a game. Like, it's been a while since they kept a clean sheet or conceded less than 2. Obviously, that can't continue throughout the season. But Sunderland are really good tactically.
Yeah.
And they're going up against big teams and matching them and making it hard for them. But obviously, if you're going to win the league, you need to beat Sunderland.
And this is their biggest challenge, Sunderland. They've gone up against big teams and they've been tight games. But no one dominates football matches in this division like Man City at the Etihad. It's a different challenge, that. And this is the first time they've experienced this challenge under Pep. Sunderland have been so long out the Premier League. They've not played Pep at the Etihad. And it's a very, very different opposition than, say, going to the Emirates or going to Anfield.
Yeah, totally. Laurie says Malik Chow is an option instead of Guardiola. I could take out that Newcastle backup goalkeeper for sure and stick him in.
You've got to go Gordon, mate, please, because he's the one that I'm desperate to have on a 1-week punt, and I can't do because I'm like, it's a stupid 1-week punt because then I've got to transfer him out. He's so risky, Gordon, moving forward. But this game, he has to start because when you just look at the rotation of the other midfielders and wide men or even number 9s, it's like this is his game. Then it's a full-on schedule again.
Yeah, if Gordon hadn't come on in the last game, Woltemade would have taken the pen, right?
Yeah. He takes him when Gordon's not on the pitch.
Yeah, so I'd forgotten Gordon had come on. They got a pen, and I was like, yes. And I was like,
oh damn. And he'd only just come on. He only got like 20 minutes, but he didn't
look
been
on for very long. Yeah, but you're right. I probably should take Kudus out and just stick Gordon in. I'd have the funds to do that.
And Gakpo, would he be the other one you'd be a little bit on the fence? I think Gakpo should start. He got 45 minutes. I've looked at
mind him still,
this week.
Yeah, Liverpool going to get chances. He didn't play great in that Leeds game, as we talked about on the watch along. He was a bit flaky, but as are Liverpool right now. Yeah. So maybe I just don't pick any Liverpool players for that game. That would have to be something I consider. So what do you think? Should I free hit? I
think I would, because you've only got 3-4 weeks to play it. And I mean, I'd just have a quick look. Like, do you have a really weak team in game week 17 or 18? But I doubt you do, because you're going to get 5 free transfers as well. Like, if you had a slightly weak team, you'd probably put it right. So
that's what I was thinking. I was like, I know a few free hitters are waiting until 16, but I don't think I need to do that. And knowing that you bring in these 5 transfers anyway.
And they're huge fixtures to chase. The ones we're looking at right now, even Welbeck versus West Ham, that's great. But certainly City, and you don't have Foden, it's a way of getting him. Certainly Newcastle, and you don't have Gordon, and you'll probably get him. And Bruno Fernandes versus Wolves is a great pick. So yeah.
CH says if you free hit, you lose the transfer. What will actually happen?
Everyone in game goes in. Everyone
gets
Saturday 5 at 11:30, whenever the deadline is. Everyone will get 5 free transfers.
Yeah.
No matter what position you're in. Some will be topped up to 5 because they would already have had 4 and they'll just be given 1 free, and others will have 0 and they'll be topped up to 5 with 5 new ones.
That's what I thought.
Everyone gets 5.
That's fine. Yeah, so I don't need to worry about that. I don't need any more transfers than that anyway. So I'm happy to do that. So I'll probably slightly adjust this then, and I'll bring Gordon in. I'm not sure about the defense. I don't know about Gvardiol. Maybe I don't pick him, but yeah, let's see. Did Leeds get a boost last game, and then we'll smash Liverpool this weekend? I don't think they'll smash them, but they did play quite well against Chelsea. I know that most of the narrative around it is that Chelsea's rotation cost them the game, and obviously they couldn't get to grips with it. But I do think Leeds, like since watching it back, I do think Leeds actually played quite well.
They actually dominated large periods of the game, in the first half especially. Chelsea did not start well. Ellen Road's a tough place to go.
Yeah,
Liverpool won't have it easy.
It's a big atmosphere at Ellen Road always. They do have good support. I know there's a lot of memes about it, but they do have good support. It is raucous. And since they've just beaten Chelsea, their big rivals, they'll think nothing of this now. It's like, who cares? It's an absolute free hit for us to go and have a go at the champions. Why not?
Calvert-Lewin, the former toffee.
It could be a wild one. It could be a wild one.
If you bought in Foden prior to the price rises, says CH, then you free hit. Do you lose the cheaper price? Yes, your team reverts back. So with free hit, your team reverts back to exactly where you were a week ago. So yeah, if you buy Foden for 8.1 million, he goes up 0.2, but then you decide to free hit in the same game week and he's 8.3, and you go to buy him in game week 16, you'll be paying the 8.3. But yeah, Foden's price rise, by the way, I think he's 8.3 now. He was 8 million when I bought him on Sunday night. And it's only 5 days later. It's mental. Yeah.
Do we trust Foden's form?
Yeah, I think we do. And we definitely trust his minutes. Everyone's saying, rotation risk. And I just can't be arsed with it. He started every game since game week 3. He's paid 90 in every single one of them, bar 2. And it was like an 87 and a 75. He also has Brentford coming up in 10 days' time in the EFL Cup. That's his rest. Yes, yeah. He has Real Madrid coming up next week, but he's a fit lad. And the spacing for City is never like 3 games in 6-7 days. It's always like 3 and 8. So the spacing's fine.
Yeah.
I've studied it to death, the City away,
Pep
home,
wins,
travel time. Foden's good, guys.
Yeah. Pep needs wins, and he can't be leaving Foden out to just rest him.
We don't question if Haaland's going to start versus Sunderland, but we didn't question if Haaland was going to start against Fulham. But the narrative going into Fulham was, Gianni, don't buy Foden because he's a rotation risk. He might not start at Fulham. I was like, why not? He's just gone and scored a brace. Like, he's the best. Like,
no, mate, you've nailed this one, and it's really helped you, hasn't it? Like you've
about all I've nailed.
But did you mess up with Foden last season?
Yeah. I sold him and he got like back-to-back hat tricks or something.
Yeah. So yeah, there we go. You've made amends with Foden.
I think so. So chances you free hit, Dean, like 90%, 80%.
Yeah, I think so. I just didn't think my team was that bad, but I wanted to gauge what people thought, and it seems like if you're saying free hit and everyone else seems to think so, then
we'll do a poll. Should
be fun as well. How long are we away from? When's deadline this week?
Tomorrow
Tomorrow
morning,
morning.
England. Yeah,
Okay, that's
England.
fine.
Let's see for the poll. We'll say, should Dean free hit yes or no? Let's just show Dean's actual team, which isn't bad, but it's not going to be bad in the next 3 weeks either. That's the problem. You're not going to have a week where you go, my team looks rubbish, especially when you've got 5 transfers in your pocket. So in an ideal world, like what's far from optimal? Petrovic is not a good goalkeeper this week. Chelsea should score. I don't think a Palace defender's great this week either. I expect Fulham to score at the Cottage. The other two are fine. Gakpo's fine. I don't think Saka's going to get much change out of Villa, and Rodgers isn't a good pick, and neither's Rice. Like that, the fact you've got 4 in that fixture is a reason enough. And then Mateta's dangerous. Like there's always that player you sell on free hit, and you go, it could be Saka, it could be Mateta that you go, oh, they go and get a big haul.
Of course, like there's definitely a risk to
but
that.
You've got to drop Mateta against Fulham. Like I don't think I would consider him at all on free hit, and my transfer out this week's actually been Mateta. It's dangerous, but he's getting a lot of 60 early subs, and Nketiah's there, and they've got so many fixtures coming up. I think Fulham, off the back of their performance versus City, I make them slight favourites for this one.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, we're pretty similar a lot of the time, us and Palace. So I never really know where it's going to go, and I always assume it's just going to be a draw. But
yeah, 1-1, 0-0. Like it's quite a low scoring draw. I fancy for this one though.
Yeah,
that's why I'm happy to sell Mateta.
Yeah, Palace. Yeah, someone just said Palace always do well at Cottage. Yeah, we do struggle to beat them. It's usually goal. But yeah, I would probably guess 1-1 that game or something. And if Mateta scores the 1 goal, then so be it. I'll have to just accept it. But yeah, honestly, it's the Saka, Rodgers, Rice thing puts me off. Gakpo, I don't know about Leeds. Petrovic in goal, I don't love. Mateta's a meh. Van de Ven, I wouldn't really trust against Brentford. I'd probably look at changing that. So there's a lot there. Code Knight says, why not Palmer? I do think Palmer's starting. I spoke to someone yesterday who thinks Palmer is starting this game against Bournemouth. But it's Bournemouth. And I don't think that that's a particularly easy fixture. And so if Cole Palmer was... Look, the week after, Cole Palmer's got Everton at home.
Yeah.
That's the fixture. To be honest, if I was Maresca, I'd be like, do I even want to start Palmer at Bournemouth? I'm not even sure I would do it unless like...
I guess he'd get 60 just for his fitness, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. But the week after, then yeah, that might be a time to get Palmer in when you've got Everton at home, Newcastle away, and then Villa at home. Like that might be a stretch to start getting. I don't really fancy Cole Palmer this week. Hasn't really been a consideration for me.
Yeah, because even if you were confident of a start, it's like you'd want more than 60. I think if someone told you Cole Palmer, who's fully fit and been playing and back fit weeks, and he's going to get 90, you'd consider him because he's a proper night's differential. Like no one's going to have Palmer, but you just can't risk those sorts of minutes. So yeah, I hear you. What's the outcome of the poll here? I've not looked.
Oh, let's have a look. Should Dean free hit? 74% say yes.
Yeah, I think that's
there. We go. Looks like it's decided. There's something for me to do on my birthday. I can mess around with a free hit team.
You can stress about FPL for hours. Should we have a look at my team then? And we have got some other bits for you today as well. But yeah, I want to show you my team, and then we'll go back to those fixtures. We want to answer some questions as well. This effectively is our deadline stream, guys. We're not doing a deadline stream in the morning. I might do one on my channel depending on how much I sleep. But yeah, there'll be no CJ deadlines. So make sure, use this as your deadline stream. Ask your questions, and we'll make sure we have enough time to do a proper Q&A at the end of the show. This is my team. I've gone early on my transfer. Now, I had one free transfer, 0.0 in the bank. And going back to the rule we spoke about earlier, if you don't use your free transfer, you effectively lose it. Everyone's going to get 5 next week. Unless you're happy with all 15 and you can't see an improvement, you should be using your free transfers this week. The players I wanted to sell were Semenyo or Kilman. But I want to upgrade Semenyo, let's say to a Bruno, and I want to upgrade Kilman to a Manoz or an Arsenal defender or a Newcastle defender. I can't do any of those things in one move because I've got 0.0 in the bank. So I could have downgraded Semenyo to Gordon for a 1 week punt, But then I'm using another transfer next week to sell Gordon. He's perfect on free hit. I don't think he's perfect unless you're happy using 2 transfers on him in and out. So with all those things in mind, knowing I can't upgrade Semenyo or Kilman, I can only downgrade them, I decided to get rid of Mateta because I know next week I was selling Mateta to Thiago anyway. Thiago's fixtures from next week are insane. Let me just shout out his fixtures for next week, Dean. Leeds at home would be the entry point. Wolves away, Bournemouth home, Tottenham home, Everton away, Sunderland home.
Unbelievable. This one's not bad.
Yeah.
Even this one's not bad.
I was like, I'm making that move next week as one of my 5 frees. If I make it this week, I effectively save a transfer.
Yeah.
And I think Thiago can match Mateta this week.
Yeah, he can. And obviously, again, like Thiago against Thomas Frank and all the rest of it, like there's stories to be written around whoever ends up getting their old boss the sack at Tottenham. I don't think Frank will get the sack, but you never know. This is one of those fixtures that can change the way that a board looks at their manager. I feel a little bit sorry for Thomas Frank this weekend, to be honest. Like, Keith Andrews is probably really looking forward to it. I think he'll be like, this is fun. Like,
it's a great opportunity for him.
This is a really nice.
They're probably good mates, but I guess did he hire Andrews?
Yeah, I mean, he was working for him, wasn't he? So he was the set piece coach. And it's like, if Brentford go and beat Tottenham with a set piece,
that'd be amazing.
But yeah, Frank, maybe it was Frank out on the back of that. Jason says, is anyone thinking about using all 5 transfers as a mini wild card next week? Because I am. 1,162 rank. I want to be aggressive. Jason's trying to win the whole thing here.
I mean, that's an amazing rank. You're only going to want to use them though, Jace, if you've got fires to power, you've got genuine upgrades. Don't spunk them for the sake of it. But yeah, if you see 5 opportunities, then why the hell not? You can be super aggressive. You're still going to get 1 free every week. I'll probably use 2 or 3, maybe even 1 because I've already made one of those moves with Thiago. But yeah, I understand if you want to play that way. What I will say about next week, the price changes are going to be insane. The amount of players going up and down in price, we've probably never seen anything like it. We're still not sure in FPL when people wildcard if it affects price changes. There's rumours that it does, rumours that it doesn't. But one thing for sure, next week, it's going to be a lot of managers that go and use all 5 transfers because they're going to go, oh my God, like, what's that doing there? Is that a glitch? They won't know the rule. And they'll be like, is that going to be there next week? Maybe not. I'll just use them now. A lot of casual managers will do that. And even the engaged managers like us might decide it's a strategy where we want to spunk loads early. So players like Foden, if Foden bangs again, like you'll see like 0.3 in a week. It's capped at 0.3. You can't go up more than 0.3 in a game week. But players like Thiago, that's another reason why I bought him early. Yeah. Even if he blanks with those fixtures, I reckon Thiago goes up in price next week. Even if
true.
Spurs, yeah.
Yeah. So should I have Thiago on my free? I haven't got Thiago this week.
I think Welbeck's better. I think Welbeck's better with the fixture. Like home to West Ham. Is Welbeck good for minutes? What did he get in the week? Did he get 90?
I presume so. Didn't he have that late header saved?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So he must have.
I thought it was Minter and it was Welbeck.
Yeah. So I think he must have.
So that'd be a bit of a concern, I guess, for Welbeck. 2 games in 4 days.
That's true.
Maybe.
That is true. Maybe I'll look into that. I'll see if there's any.
Go Minter if you want Brighton cover.
Yeah.
And jig it round a bit. You got Dewsbury Hall, haven't you? So you go Mark Guiu and Minter.
Yeah, go Mark Guiu and Minter. Yeah, I could look at that. He said, British says he got 28 minutes, Welbeck. Did Welbeck not start the game?
Oh, there was the injury to the young striker, wasn't there? The Greek guy. Mind, yeah. I think the Greek guy got a bad injury.
There was. You're right. Let's get on the starting. Like Simas, whatever he's called. Yeah, he limped off, didn't he? So he started and Welbeck came on. Yeah, so Welbeck did get. Did come on, but he'll start this one. So that's great.
Yeah,
I'm good with Welbeck.
I think Welbeck over Thiago. CH says Thiago went up last night too. Yeah, he was due to. I haven't actually checked, but I actually made this move last night, CH, because of the Thiago price rise. So yeah, Thiago is in. A penalty against Thomas Frank, or a set piece goal against Thomas Frank from Keith Andrews and Thiago would be amazing. FPL Team just logged on. He's in Colombia. He now lives there. Pete and FPL Team is a great product for those that aren't familiar with it for planning ahead. He says, He's missed out any chat about Calafiori or O'Reilly. Which one should he start? We haven't spoken about O'Reilly or Arsenal defenders. That's still Newcastle, Arsenal, and City defenders are still the defenders people are buying. I bought O'Reilly, and obviously they conceded 3 or 4 to Fulham. I still think O'Reilly's a good enough pick moving forward, and I think he'll get an attack in return.
It's funny what you said about like where he ends up centre forward. Like he legitimately was next to Haaland a few times in that game.
Mad. Pep's just giving him complete license.
He ends up on the 6-yard box waiting for a tap in.
Yeah, he's going to get a tap in. Yeah, he's going to get a tap in because he's allowed to move beyond the number 8 in midfield. He's often more advanced than Bernardo Silva or Reinders, and it's like, whoa, you're a fullback. I'd go O'Reilly for the threat, although Calafiori I thought had a great game. Calafiori, did he play 90p? I think he did. Yeah, because he had the late run, which led to Saka missing a sitter. I just wonder if Calafiori, with the Champions League coming up, gets an early sub, or even if he, I don't think he can afford to rest him. To be fair, I think they both start. But yeah, I think I'd go.
So should I get O'Reilly instead of Guardiola?
Yeah. Guardiola's got the set piece threat, but O'Reilly's got set piece and open play now.
Heather's thinking of getting O'Reilly out.
Don't do it, Heather. Sunderland, I know they're great. Away from home against the big teams, even against Liverpool, look at the XG they produced against Liverpool. Fair play, they defended so well they deserved a draw, but they're not going to go and have lots of opportunities. They're really going to struggle to win the ball. They're really going to struggle to get high up the pitch. They're really going to struggle even in this one. And Man City allow teams to do it. I don't know how, but I don't think Sunderland will get many big chances.
Yeah. They are good on the break, though, and they do make the most of opportunities. A lot of people starting to mention the World Cup draw. Yeah, that is coming up. I tell you what, I've covered a lot of events in my life in journalism. You know, I tell you what, the most boring thing I ever covered was a World Cup draw.
Really?
I had to go to Brazil for the World Cup draw for Brazil. It was just like, I hated it.
You flew all the way to Brazil to cover a World Cup draw?
I flew literally to Brazil. I flew to Rio when I was working in the Sunday papers. I had a week in Brazil for a draw, to watch a draw. Which
you could do on a webcam.
Back then, obviously, it was frowned upon. Until COVID, none of that was acceptable.
Yeah.
You know? And so, yes, of course, like, you could have just done it off TV. But obviously, there's loads of people turn up at these events and you get a chance to speak to people afterwards about their draw. So there's that as well. But I was working for a Sunday paper and the draw was on a Saturday night. And so there was no time for me to speak to anyone. I was literally reporting on the draw. Like, this is like so boring. Like,
what paper was it?
Where would I have been? Sunday Mirror, probably.
That's mad, though. The budgets were like, and still.
Well, you say that the budget wasn't great. The reason I was there for a week. Have you seen that movie Rio, the kids movie?
No.
There's a kids like a Disney movie called Rio.
Yeah, I'm familiar.
I don't know if it was Rio or Rio 2, but I basically went on the press junket. They were offered a press junket for this kids movie, and it happened to be the same week as the World Cup draw.
You're kidding.
So they sent me on the press junket. So I was hanging around with people from Nickelodeon for the week.
That's amazing. So what, you were in the hotel with them and everything? Like you were in a... So they paid for it, effectively?
They paid for my week. And I like did Christ the Redeemer with them. And I like went around like meeting the birds from the movie, watching screenings of the movie. And then... stayed an extra day, did the World Cup draw and flew home.
Oh, God, so good.
But anyway, my point was, I'm not watching the World Cup draw. I'm just waiting for...
it's an hour and a half, by the way. It starts at 5 UK time. It will go on for about an hour and a half.
I'll check it at 6:30 on the app. See what everyone ended up with. Like,
and I'll make computer generated this year.
And I'll make my own judgments on it as well. I don't like being told what is the toughest groups. Like, I know enough about football. I'm sure next week on Ranks FC, we'll be doing a full breakdown, by the way, of the World Cup draw. So if you're into that kind of thing, come over to Ranks and we will talk you all through it. Listen, Glenn has very kindly sent me in some birthday money. So we'll be transferring that straight into my account. Thank you very much, Glenn.
Where is Glenn? What's DKK? Is that Danish kroner?
You're asking the wrong guy.
I'm going to Google it.
You can look it up. His rank is 17k. Glenn
Jesus.
is smashing it because he gives out memberships every week. He's doing the old super chats, and he's absolutely flying at the game. Glenn, top man.
And he's in Copenhagen. He's in Denmark. Who, by the way, aren't in the World Cup draw because they're in the qualifiers too. Italy and Denmark are both in the playoffs.
They do have my
European
favorite
giants.
San Diego player, Anders Dreyer. So there you go. Listen, here's his team. Who to start? He wants some advice.
Okay,
I'm
so
going to leave this one to you because you're the actual.
Should we just
expert.
pick the 3 benches?
Yeah.
I would bench Lacroix and start a back 4. Munoz is great. You can't bench him. I would also bench. Jesus, your squad's insane.
It's good, isn't it? I was just thinking that. Like,
I'd bench Rice.
I would bench Rice this week. Actually, I would bench Rice this week. I normally back him, but this week he might get a corner assist or something. I don't really think Rice is too much of a miss this week. So that's.
I'm going to say I'm going to have to bench Van Heck as well. Or Munoz. But yeah, it's definitely Rice.
I'd probably do Munoz over Van Heck, to be honest. I think Van Heck's got a good chance of getting a clean sheet against West Ham.
I'd back against Palace for a week. Munoz isn't going to score every week. I'd back against Palace reluctantly, but your squad's insane, Glenn. If you've not got your bench boost left, I would consider on your 5 free transfers, and who am I to tell you how to manage? You're at 17k. I would consider giving yourself an easier decision with benching every week and getting some money out of one position, like go and buy a 4.3 million midfielder or a 4.2 million forward, just so then you've got one dead spot for a while, and that money you need will be needed at some point. You've got free hit left. Okay, so yeah, free hit in a couple of weeks.
Yeah. Someone just asked how Dylan did last week. By the way, he did okay. He got 58 points in the end, so he slipped a little bit by his standards, But I had a quick look at his team earlier, and actually looks all right for this week. So I think he'll be fine. But he won't be 50k anymore. He's probably down to 100 and something k.
Loads of you are watching on catch up. So hello to everyone watching on catch up on Friday night or Saturday morning. It's rare we do a Friday stream. We'll be doing mainly Saturday morning deadline stream this week.
Sorry, people. It is my birthday, and I decided I can't be up at midnight the night of my birthday. Like I'm going to go out for dinner, and I might have a couple of glasses of wine. And I don't like streaming after I've had I don't drink that often. Staying up till midnight is going to be a task in itself anyway. If I've had couple of glasses of wine. And I thought, give myself a break just for this one. I promise this will be the only time. But I'm still here, 8 a.m. on my birthday for you. So.
And we might be live instead of Monday. We might be live on Tuesday because there's Monday night football that involves Man United. And when we go up against Man United preview on Sky, so we just don't get the views. So I think maybe Tuesday will be our stream next week.
Yeah.
It's funny though, when you lose consistency, like we've not done Fridays all season, and we do one now in a sort of time slot we'd usually do, and the views are much lower, but I've got no doubt the catch-up views will be stronger. But yeah, it's you earn that spot.
We were very, very strict, weren't we, previously, with like Monday, Friday, 7, Monday 7, Friday 7, and
and then we did Friday lunchtime off the deadline, didn't we?
For a long time. We're a bit more versatile now, but thanks to all of you that have stuck with us.
Loads of good comments, by the way, from our members. FPL discomfort. Italy not being in a World Cup draw is nothing new. Argentina have a strong squad. Looks like a dream to me, says Little FPL. Loads of comments. We'll flash them up. Let's get through some quick fire questions. I want to know, Gianni Dean, who's your favourite, Messi or Ronaldo? We won't get into that one. John says, would you take a hit for JP to Thiago? But first, we'll do Code Night, and then we'll flash up John's in a minute and any others. Which country will you guys be supporting in the World Cup? I mean, if Italy don't get there, don't know who I support.
Norway. That'd be fun.
Yeah.
I'm supporting...
I'd like to see USA do well, I'm not going to lie.
I'm torn on it, to be honest. Like, living here... half me wants them to do well, half me wants them to get battered. I can't decide.
See, I'm like that with England.
I can't decide if I want to go totally against them or not. Obviously, England is who I'm with. Do you never support England?
No.
No.
The problem with me, and people will give me stick for it, there'll be loads watching, and I am half British, and I've lived in England all my life, and I'm clearly like, people listen to me and they're like, what? You don't support England? You're into football. You don't support the national team? No, I don't. England are the opposition. England are the rival, right? So if I've been brought up following a team, Italy, watching football with my dad, who was born in Italy and is Italian, like they're the enemy. England Italy in the Euros final was the biggest like footballing experience and most nervous I've ever been in my entire life. Like watching that, I was shaking, I was crying. Like the shootout, I couldn't watch. The biggest Italy. I've seen Italy win a World Cup in 2006. Winning the Euros versus England at Wembley was considerably bigger than winning a World Cup for me as a fan. Like never will I experience that again. Like England, unfortunately, are the enemy.
Yeah, it's fine. Like exactly, like that's your roots, and that's the way you've gone. You've had more success than if you'd have picked England, so you've probably gone the right
Yeah,
way.
but at least you've been to World Cups. Like I went to Russia and I went to Qatar, and Italy weren't in either World Cup.
Yeah,
Pretty
that's
disappointing.
true.
It could be three. Could be three
We're
World
always
Cups.
there, pretty much these days. Anyway, we're great at qualifying. Just don't know how to do it at the back end of the tournament. Did we already answer this question?
No, we asked it and then didn't answer it.
Oh.
So JP to Thiago. I don't think I'd be taking hits now, John. Not before 5 free transfers.
Yeah, no need for that. No, don't do
it.
that, John. Don't take a -4. Bench Richards, Ndiaye, or Semenyo.
Richard's got getting DEFCON again. Like I'd probably bench Semenyo or Ndiaye. I'd probably start Richards.
Who've Everton got? I've forgotten.
They're at home to. Oh, they've got a good home fixture, I think.
Is it Forest?
Yeah.
Forest at home. I don't know. Honestly, Ndiaye Semenyo is a toss-up. Like they're both due a return, aren't they? So I don't know.
Yeah, it's tough on that. Would you take Burmo out for Foden for free? Probably would. You're going to be making that move anyway in 2 weeks, so yeah.
Yeah, I mean, in Burmo, like he's not doing anything, is he? He's in the right areas, and to be honest, like if he was playing for Brentford, he probably was doing well. But
I thought that last night. I was watching it, going, if you're in a Brentford team, I bet you're banging him
just in. Something not sparked. He's doing fine, but it's not good. Bench Thiago or Timber.
Oh, I'd always want to start my Arsenal defenders. They're just too good.
Yeah, I think so too. Villa are obviously on a good run, but they haven't played. Results. Mate, Villa haven't played well that many times.
Bad run of form, good run, amazing run of results. They've won the last 5.
They are not an especially good team to watch, and it's remarkable when you see that how high they've got up in the table. Considering I think they've played well 3 times this season.
Agreed. Like they've been really like for us that were just watching games, and even their numbers, even their stats aren't great.
Even their fans are like, how are we doing this? Like,
yeah,
it doesn't add up. All right, Eddie, he's always got a dilemma. He's got 1 free transfer. He's got 0.6. Van Dijk to who? Or Semenyo to Bruno?
I think you commented on my YouTube channel earlier, Eddie, and I maybe answered this one, but I don't know, maybe not. I definitely answered you. 1 free transfer, 0.6. Who'd sell Van Dijk? I mean, I've done the Mateta to Thiago move. That's all I'm going to say. I've done that.
Mateta to Thiago is a good one. By the way, Maliki sent me this morning a screenshot of his YouTube. You get now like
I got it too. I was going to send it to you. It's got ranks on as well, isn't it?
Chasing Green Arrows, G's YouTube channel, and Ranks FC.
Yeah, and Talk Sport Darts.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
that made me laugh a lot.
That is loyal. That's a loyal fan. So
I'll send it to our producer now.
I don't even know if Maliki's in the. I don't know if Maliki's actually here today. Not that long.
He donated £100 to my charity stream. Legend.
Oh yeah, well done for that, mate. I heard. I did hear about that. So well done.
Yeah, that's great.
£100 is very, very kind.
So the Your Top Channels thing, is that?
I don't know.
It's YouTube. Is it maybe just for YouTube Premium members? They get it.
I don't know. I've
just been tagged in one on Twitter. I'm on someone's with the Sidemen.
Are you in it? I mean, I've got YouTube Premium, and I haven't seen this. I haven't had it.
Oh, weird. Wazza says he's not sharing his YouTube favorites. Don't do it, Wazza. I'll be deeply offended. FPL Nap has gifted a Chasing Green Arrows membership. That is so generous. Thank you very much.
Yeah, well done.
Long-term replacement for Emi Martinez. Already have Verbruggen. If you've got Verbruggen, Heather, you can play him most weeks. Does he rotate well enough with Dubravka? I'd probably just go there, to be fair.
Yeah, I think so. Last few minutes, get your questions in, like and subscribe if you haven't already. Matthew Perry, haven't seen you for a while, mate. How you doing? Best Arsenal defender to choose now, he wants to know.
My problem with Calafiori and the fixtures is you just don't know if he's going to miss one game. I don't think Timber's going to miss one now because he's just got his rest. So I'd go Timber. But both are great.
Yeah.
Semenyo might not start, Rice might not start, but I feel like Rice is probably starts or doesn't feature at all. He's either fit or he's not. I'd start Semenyo over Rice. Yeah, and I've got Semenyo and I need something from him, although it's against Chelsea, so I don't really want something from him. It's a tough one, Semenyo. He's kind of fallen off the face of the earth in terms of FPL returns.
Yeah, it's been a bit weird. Glenn's daughter has just wished me happy birthday, so thank you very much for that. Appreciate it. Andrew says start Thiago or Mateta. I'll go Thiago all day long.
Yeah, I've made the move from Mateta to Thiago. Guys, we would love you to hit the subscribe button today, by the way. It'd mean a lot if you could. If you aren't already subbed, do consider it. Terry's in the house, one of our members. He's at 77k. Woo. He's still got 3 chips. Terry, you can't take him with you, mate. Is it a crazy idea to wildcard this week? Chase price changes over week of 5 free transfers built-in value. Yeah, you could wildcard this week.
Yeah,
I guess. Don't know how I feel about wildcarding and then having 5 free transfers in the bank, but I would probably consider free hit now if you can produce a team like Dean's free hit, depending on how your team already looks. I think this is a good free hit week. I really do. If you're not big on City and Newcastle, I'd go triple City, triple Newcastle. That's half your free hit team already. You might only have 2 players from that.
Yeah, absolutely. I just found my YouTube top channels, and my kids are attached to my account, so it's completely irrelevant. It's just all gaming. It's like gaming and weird families that they watch. So none of my stuff has made it because they watch so much more YouTube than me. Never mind.
Max is looking at Frimpong for when Salah's away. Yeah, but you need to see him fit first, and he's still a while off. So don't do it yet. But yeah, I think he will play there if he's fit enough. Neil Robinson's through to the snooker semis, the UK champs. Good to know. Neil's a regular watcher. I've wildcard and free hit left. When should I use? I'm thinking of free hit 16. Yeah, that works. You'll have 5 free transfers, but they'll just carry to 17. And wildcard 17, you could do that. I mean, it's so team dependent. It's so hard to answer the wildcard questions.
So I just literally got a message from my wife. It said, "I'm so happy," and I was like, "What's she so happy about?" She went for a walk yesterday and lost her AirPods.
No, she hasn't found them 24 hours later.
And she was like, and she was really sad, and obviously because it's very annoying. She's like, "Oh my God, I've just found my AirPods in my bag."
Oh.
Mate, I've been out there looking down drains. Literally.
So good.
I was
they're
literally out in
AirPods, aren't they?
Yeah, and she's got like those. She's got the extra ones up as well. I got them for her birthday. Oh my God, they were in her bag all along. If that was the other way around, that's how you
handbag.
Absent-minded Dean. Right. I'm glad she's found them though.
How did she think she had lost them then? Was she like, it must have fallen out my pocket or something? Because if they drop out your ear, you kind of feel it, no?
She took them out and she said I remember putting them in my bag. And then she said she was on the corner up there. And in America, they have the big drains on the corners.
Yeah.
Like underneath the curb, right? And then there's also like this drain underneath it. And when she said, "Find my AirPods," when she was at home, it was showing up on that corner. But now I think about it, well, that's where she took them out and that's where she put them back in the case. So that was the last time they were active anyway. They're not still there. That's just the last place they were. I'm not sure how they're still in her bag.
When she was like, the last time I remember having them was putting them in my bag. Surely the bag was already searched, just not, I guess, not searched properly.
Mate, listen to this from Max. He said, not to one up you, Dean, but my wife lost her wedding ring, looked everywhere, took the seat out of our car, bought a new one with insurance money, and it was in her bag the entire time.
Oh God.
Max,
Oh,
what did
the
you do? What did you do? Did you sell the other one?
own up to the insurance
Did you
company.
make a few quid, mate? Because it might not be the end of the world. That is mad, though.
Although your premium for insurance now
Yeah,
you've
that's
paid
true.
on
You
it,
never
you're
want to
gonna
do
be
that claim. That's
done.
true.
And you probably paid a massive excess as well. So that is funny. I guess it can be in the lining of the bag.
Yeah, I'll be interested in a minute. We're obviously going out we're meeting some school friends in a minute. Mate, it's beautiful here. Like, obviously in England, I'm used to freezing on my birthday and like it's grey and cloud. Today it's 70 degrees and sunny.
It's like having a summer birthday.
So we're going to sit outside. There's like a breakfast place and some of the school friends are all coming down and we're just going to chill out there for a minute and have some breakfast. So I get to do that in a minute. So I'll ask her.
I'm a winter birthday. My birthday's in soon, a week's time, and I'm like, I hated having a winter birthday as a kid.
Yeah, I haven't got it anymore. Haven't got a winter birthday anymore.
Love that. Saga Nacho to Gakpo, Minter. Is it okay? Yeah, I think Minter's a really good buy this week. I'd definitely get rid of Garnacho. Start Elliot Anderson or Chalobah. Elliot Anderson. Any more quick fire? We can do one more if you want to. But guys, thank you so much for watching. We're going to be back on Tuesday. I think we can say that, can't we, Dean? There's no way we'll do Monday night against Man United.
We're not going up against Man United, no. So that's probably not wise. But
Tuesday night.
Tuesday should be fine. Yeah, Tuesday's probably good.
Good stuff, guys. Well, thank you for watching. Is Salah a seller or hold? Get rid of Mo Salah.
Get rid of him
now.
Dead player.
Easy. If you're just tuning in, go back and watch the last hour. It's been a really good one. There'll be no deadline stream on CJ tomorrow, but you can watch this and you might catch me live in the morning. Guys, we will see you on Tuesday. Good luck this game week. Obviously, Captain Haaland too.